It's time for a Wellness Revolution. Brought to you by Hotze Health and Wellness Center. Honest discussion on maintaining health and wellness naturally to enjoy a better quality of life.
He's the doctor fighting to let you keep your doctor.
Now, Dr. Stephen Hotze. Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution podcast is brought to you by Physician's Preference Pharmacy, formerly Hotze Pharmacy.
Thank you for joining us today on Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. I'm Stacey Banfield here with Dr. Hotze, founder of the Hotze Health and Wellness Center and all things naturally well. And today we have a fantastic guest. But before that, want to make sure I remind everybody, if you have not downloaded our podcasts yet, all you have to do is go to hotzepodcast.com. That's Hotze podcast.com. We have a great guest today, Terry Lesch, and Dr. Hotze is going to explain how he got up and running again and got his motor again. And when you find out his passion, his hobbies, you'll know why I say he got his motor running.
Thank you, Stacey, and thank each one of you for joining us today on Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. Remember, I believe you need a doctor and a staff of professionals who can coach you onto a path of health and wellness naturally. So as you mature, you got energy, you got vitality, you have enthusiasm for life without pharmaceutical drugs. And if that makes sense to you, I'm glad you're listening. I want you to listen up because we've got a good friend of mine and a guest. Terry Lesch has joined us today, and Terry's been a guest here at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center since January of 2018, and he came because his wife had come here a year or so prior to that and had done very well. So, Terry, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Dr. Hotze. I appreciate it.
Well, it's great to have you here. Why don't you just tell our listeners a little bit about yourself? Where you from, and where'd you end up going to school, and what kind of work you're in?
I grew up here in Houston, moved here in 1959. My father was in the oil business. I continued on after I graduated from the University of Texas with my marketing degree. Have been in that business now for about 43 years.
Right.
And I was just looking for a life change because I was overweight and not healthy. And my wife came in and got herself healthy from Dr. Hotze, which was just a miracle. And now
it's a miracle I could get anybody healthy.
Well, no, it's been a great process for me. I was on cholesterol medicine. I was on heart medicine, just various, normal doctor meds that they think they can fix you with.
And how were you feeling?
I feel more energetic.
How did you feel
did I
when
feel,
you came in? Describe
sluggish, not very motivated.
What was when you came in on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being brimming with energy, 0 no energy?
4.
You were a 4 on a good day, huh?
Absolutely.
And what about your weight?
I was about 185. So I was overweight. I had been in pretty good shape, working out, and physically in decent shape. But then 5-10 years ago, I just stopped doing all that. And so I gained a bunch of weight.
Right. How was your mental focus, mental sharpness?
Oh, losing my memory, not knowing. My brain fog was killing me. I was hurting all over. Just figuring it was just normal aches and pains because of age.
Right.
And
so you ended up coming in, and I think you saw Dr. Ellsworth.
Dr. Ellsworth. Matter of fact, I was here yesterday, and he's done a great job.
So I know we as we age, several things happen. One, most Americans end up getting a poor eating plan in their lives. They don't eat right. Eat a lot of carbs, end up gaining weight. Carbs, well, this is the carbs, the wheat products, other grain products, corn, potatoes, rice, all converts to sugar. And sugar raises insulin level, and insulin, then you get resistant to insulin. And insulin ends up driving the sugar into fat, so you gain weight. And then one thing leads to another. You get high blood pressure. You may get diabetes. I don't think you ever had any diabetes.
No.
But you had high blood pressure, and you end up getting, inflammation in your arteries, and and you don't think as clearly because you've got all the sugar floating around in your blood, and it binds to proteins all over your body, and it's called glycation, and that makes your cells function less than adequately, and your organs don't function as well. So you get a whole host of health problems. You just don't feel well. It's just what happens as you age, and everybody attributes it to aging, and the doctors are going to give you a bunch of drugs, which are toxins, and they're going to end up making you feel worse. I like to say as you get on all these drugs, you get sicker quicker. So anyway, you came in and saw Dr. Ellsworth, and we took a look at you, and he determined that you had all the signs and symptoms of low thyroid, put you on some thyroid, checked your testosterone. At your age, your testosterone would be expected to be in the gutter. Yours was. So we put you on some testosterone. He got you on a good, healthy eating program, which is elimination of the simple carbohydrates, the bread products, the pizzas, pastas, cookies, cakes, all the things Americans eat. As a matter of fact, American diet is 70% simple carbohydrates. And that's what the American Heart Association, Diabetic Association says. Eat a lot of grains. Well, grains are simply starches, which are sugar molecules hooked together, so you can end up raising your sugar level, which raises the inflammation in your body, and inflammation leads to a host of health problems, particularly problems with coronary artery disease and problems with Alzheimer's and dementia. You just don't function as well. So anyway, he put you on a good, healthy eating program. Now, how much weight have you lost?
I've gone from 185 to 151.
That's a significant weight loss.
And 3 to 4 inches waist size.
You've gone from what, 30?
37, 38 down to a 32, 33.
That's pretty significant. Have you had to get some new clothes then?
Yes, sir. I've had to have
Cost you-
everything taken in. Had to buy new blue jeans because they couldn't take them in. So my wardrobe has totally changed. If you can notice, I do have my rings on today, but they've got ring guards on because I have lost weight in my hands.
Anyway, how long did it take you before you began to feel well? On the
Probably
program?
about 6 months, I would think.
You had gradual and steady improvement, and by the time you got to 6 months, that's when you were feeling good.
Yes, absolutely. Which in somebody's lifetime is nothing.
Right.
I mean, it's just been a blessing. My energy level has just been
On a scale of 0 to 10, what's your energy level now?
9.5, 10.
It's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Did you ever think it'd be that way?
No, absolutely not.
Now, can Sue Ellen tell a difference?
Absolutely. And my kids are complaining. They go, Dad, you've lost too much weight. You look too skinny. And I'm going, I feel better than I have ever felt.
That's tremendous. So how's this affected your work? How have you done in your work?
Oh, my work is better than ever. I mean, my concentration, being in sales, having to close deals, having to see people go in and having the attitude of just talking and being myself, that's even improved.
So your coworkers can tell a difference, and Sue Ellen can tell a difference.
Oh, my boss, who I don't see very often, who I work for, he goes, man, you've lost 50 pounds. And I said, well, 48. Are you okay? Better than I've ever been.
Well, now I know you have, as a hobby, you collect cars, don't you?
Yes, sir.
So what kind of cars do you
my little brother had a 1971 Chevelle 396, red and black. Well, I was so energetic. I was online, found a 1970 454 Chevelle, red black, so I got it. While I was purchasing it, I saw a 1939 Ford Super Deluxe Woody.
Oh, my goodness.
The old
what year?
1939.
Good night.
And then the guy that is working on my vehicles found a 1967 Shelby red and white 350 Cobra convertible.
Wow.
So, and then yesterday he called and ended up getting a 1973 Bronco, which is the hottest new car on the market.
Wow, that's great. So you're enjoying your life.
Oh, I retire May 19th, and I'm ready. I got 9 grandkids, and they better watch out.
Well, Terry, I want to thank you so much for sharing your story, because there are a lot of men out there who are our age. You know, I'm 68, you're 63, so you're still a young man. Enjoy your youth while you have it, sir. But a lot of individuals, as they get into their 50s and 60s, just don't feel well. And you lived that for a long time, and now it's simple to get yourself back on a path of health and wellness naturally. And that's what we do here at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center. So I'm going to congratulate you primarily, Terry, because you did a 180 and took charge of your health.
Absolutely.
Here's the problem with most Americans, especially men and women as they get in midlife into their 40s and 50s. What happens is they're going down the health highway on the wrong side of the road, and they're just trucking along, not thinking about anything. And next thing you know, they're going to end up going over an overpass and running into a big truck, hit a Mack truck or something, and it's going to whack them, kill them, or cripple them. And so you made a choice to get on the right side of the health highway and go the right way, and that was your decision. You know, your wife can't make you do it. The government can't make you do it. Your doctor can't get you in good health. Your company's not in charge of it. You're in charge of your health, and you took charge of it. So you get the credit for it. We simply coach our guests on a path of health and wellness, make recommendations, but Terry's like a health athlete, and he was in the Health Olympics, and he's got a gold medal right now. And he did it because he followed our recommendations. So if you want to get yourself on a path of health and wellness, if you want to have a life-changing health transformation that'll really change your life and give you energy and vitality and enthusiasm as you mature, give us a call. Thank you again, Terry, for joining us today, sir.
Absolutely, Dr. Hotze. Thank you for
welcome.
everything.
You're welcome, sir.
A special thanks to Physicians Preference Pharmacy, formerly Hotze Pharmacy, proud sponsor of Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution podcast.
Information provided on this radio program is neither intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice and is not intended to replace the services of a physician, nor does it constitute a doctor-patient relationship. You should not use information from this radio program to diagnose or treat a health problem or disease without consulting with a qualified healthcare provider. If you have or suspect you have an urgent medical problem, promptly contact a professional healthcare provider or call 911. Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution radio program advises you to always seek the advice of a physician or other qualified health provider prior to starting any new treatment or with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Any application of the recommendations from this radio program is at the listener's discretion.